Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. You must have watched the video of the speaker speaking at the Matlala Commission, and if you haven't, brace yourself, because today's story feels like a political thriller straight out of a South African crime novel. It involves President Cyril Ramaphosa, an accused businessman, and a mysterious document with not one, not two, but three different ID numbers supposedly linked to the president himself. Yes, you heard that correctly. 3 IDs for one man. And this isn't about a stolen wallet or someone mixing up their SASSA card. This is a story that's now under the spotlight at the Matlala Commission of Inquiry, where testimonies have revealed uncomfortable truths about connections between powerful police officials and a businessman with serious criminal allegations. Let's start with the key figure at the center of it all, Vusimuzi Kat Matlala. He's a businessman currently facing attempted murder charges, but that's not what's drawing attention right now. What's raising eyebrows is a document Matlala allegedly sent to KwaZulu-Natal Hawks head Major General Lesetja Sonona. The file, titled Memo Best Traces to April 2020, reportedly contained 3 different identity numbers tied to President Ramaphosa. According to testimony, this document wasn't sent by courier or through a lawyer, it was sent through WhatsApp on April 13, 2025. Imagine being the head of the Hawks and getting that message from an accused businessman. You open your phone and suddenly there's a memo suggesting the President of South Africa has multiple identities. That's the kind of thing that makes even a veteran investigator spill his coffee. This information came to light during testimony from Witness X, a protected witness whose identity remains secret. Witness X described a close relationship between Matlala and General Sonona, hinting that their dealings went beyond professional boundaries. According to evidence before the commission, Matlala's company, Medicare 24, had financial ties with senior police officials. Even more worrying, Sonona allegedly helped Matlala handle disputes over cancelled state contracts, something that raises serious questions about abuse of power. Medicare 24 was registered as a healthcare business, but investigators say its financial trail leads to suspicious payments, including deposits made to accounts linked to law enforcement personnel. It's the kind of link that paints a troubling picture of business interests colliding with public duty. But the real mystery lies in that document, the one with the 3 Ramaphosa ID numbers. Why would anyone have that kind of information? And what was Matlala trying to prove by sending it to a Hawks general? Was it a threat, a leak, or an attempt to manipulate state intelligence? These are the questions the Matlala Commission is now trying to answer. In South Africa, identity fraud isn't new. We've seen ghost workers, fake IDs, and stolen credentials in government systems for years. But when the name of the sitting president appears in a document like that, it's not just concerning, it's explosive. If the data was genuine, it could mean a major breach within Home Affairs or another state institution. If it was fake, then someone went to great lengths to fabricate information about the President of the Republic. So far, there's no public comment from Ramaphosa or his office regarding the document. But the timing couldn't be worse. The president has been pushing his renewal agenda and vowing to clean up corruption, yet here comes a story suggesting that the rot might be deeper than anyone imagined, even reaching into the Hawks, the very body meant to investigate corruption. And let's be honest, South Africans have developed a dark sense of humor about these things. Social media exploded with jokes. One user wrote, "Ramaphosa has more IDs than Eskom has excuses," while another said, "Maybe one ID is for Cyril, one for Matamila, and one for the Fela guy." Beneath the laughter, though, there's real anger. People are tired of hearing about commissions, cover-ups, and the same cycle of political scandals that lead nowhere. If Matlala truly had access to such sensitive information, it raises even more serious concerns. How did he get it? Did someone inside the system leak it? Or is this a case of data manipulation being used for political blackmail? Remember, this isn't the first time that sensitive state data has mysteriously escaped into private hands. And if Hawks officers were involved, it could shake the entire institution's credibility. The Matlala Commission, led by retired Justice Matlala, is digging deeper into these links. What began as an investigation into procurement fraud now stretches into the murky world of police business collusion and political influence. According to testimony, there were regular communications between Matlala and senior officers, and money allegedly moved between their accounts. The picture forming is one of blurred lines, where power, money, and protection overlap in unsettling ways. For President Ramaphosa, this development is politically dangerous. He has spent years defending his leadership against accusations of weakness and hypocrisy. The ANC's unity is fragile, and the opposition, especially the EFF and MK party, will not waste the chance to frame this as yet another example of how Ramaphosa's government protects the powerful. The optics are bad, no matter how innocent the president might be. The Commission's next sessions are expected to call additional witnesses and forensic experts to verify whether the 3 ID numbers in that document correspond to any authentic records. If they turn out to be fabricated, investigators will want to know who created them and why. If they're genuine, then South Africa could be facing a major breach in the national identification system, and an embarrassment for the president himself. Whatever the truth, this story exposes once again how deep mistrust runs between the public and the institutions meant to serve them. When a businessman accused of attempted murder can casually send classified-looking documents to a Hawks general, and that message ends up before a national commission, something in the system is clearly broken. And that's the real issue here, not just whether Ramaphosa has 1 ID or 3, but whether our institutions are still capable of protecting sensitive state data and enforcing the law without political interference. Because if the Hawks, who are supposed to be the watchdogs, are compromised, then who is left to guard the guardians? So, what do you make of this? Do you think this was a smear campaign against the president, or could there be some truth buried in this chaos? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear what you think. If you found this story insightful, make sure you like this video, subscribe for more South African political deep dives, and share it so others can stay informed about what's really happening behind the headlines. Until then, stay alert, stay curious, and as always, see you next time.